But if your gut tells you to do something, like look through hundreds of magazines just in case, look through them, because this made everything worth it. Tried this already a few times and I've just turned into a mess, so I'm doing it at the school so I don't cry. I was always a daddy's girl. I love my dad so much. I miss him probably too much. It hurts. He's got years and years of these National Geographic magazines and Scientific Americans and stuff, like image-rich magazines. I need to do something with them, and so I've found a home for some of them, at least some of them. And so I've been going through some of the boxes. I've got bins and boxes back here in my car, and I've just known that, like, before I give them away, I have to look through them, just inspect them. There's something in my gut that just says, like, look through them before they're gone. My dad had a tendency also to, like, if he had a book, he would write like a little note at the back of it, where he was and when it was that he finished that book, which I think is like super cute. It's kind of as a book diary. Whenever I find something, little post-it notes or tidbits from my dad, little thoughts, he's my dad. Like, I do the same crap, so I know that he does this stuff, and I don't want to miss anything. I don't want to give away stuff, and maybe there was something there, right? It's kind of a treasure hunt or whatever. So anyways, so I'm going through every single book, and it's getting kind of tiring, and I'm feeling a bit like a cheapskate or something. Like, Andrea, why are you doing this? Why are you going through every magazine? But I found a couple cool posters and stuff that I kept. This one is from 1975, February 1975. Now, I was born May 1974, so this takes me to about 10 months old. And I think I was about that old when my mom and dad told me, oh, your first sentence was like, Mommy, look, dirty lady. And it was because I was looking through a magazine, a National Geographic magazine on the coffee table, and my dad would always keep them out. Now, in the 70s, he didn't have a gigantic collection yet, because now it's like 2025. But this one, I do remember. I remember all of his old ones because that's what he had, and that's what was out, and that's what I got to look through and stuff when I was little. And so I thought, okay, you know what? I'm going to confirm because he also had lists. He was very meticulous. He also had lists of like all my words, all my milestones when I was a kid and stuff. So I might be able to confirm that this, in fact, was the book that was my first sentence. This is Outback Australian. Cool. I love them. Maoris and stuff. Anyways, I found this one. As soon as I saw it, it triggered all these memories of me as a kid sitting downstairs in the living room looking at this magazine, because I remember this lady with the orangutans and I loved it. And so I'm going through it. I'm fishing. I remember like this ad too, and it kind of reminded me of the girl from Labyrinth. Anyways, I'm fishing through, and like lots of the magazines would have like those, those inserts, these inserts, like, oh, buy a subscription or whatever, right? And they're just these inserts in here. Anyways, I'm going through it, and I see the girl, from that ad. I recognize her. I remember some of the ads from the 70s and stuff, and I see this like insert, and I'm like, oh, it's just another insert. Actually, it kind of looks like a bookmark. Should I even look? My hands are sore by then. I've spent some time in my garage looking through these bins of boxes last night. And I'm like, should I even touch it? Because my hands are covered in ink and stuff. I'm like, it kind of looks like a bookmark, actually. And this is what I found. And this, my friends, is exactly why I did this. That's me and my dad. I don't remember this at all, but that's us. I cannot do this without crying. But if your gut tells you to do something, like look through hundreds of magazines just in case, look through them, because this made everything worth it. And this is my favorite one because I look so scared. Maybe I got like a flash in the face or something. I love my dad so much. And I miss him. But this is the best treasure I could have found in there. Anyways, I'm keeping that one. And I also was going through the Scientific Americans, and I was like, wow, some of these are from like 1965 and stuff. So I'll make sure that I keep 1974 May, because that was my birth month. And ironically, that was the month that my dad was designing. He had drafted and designed our house, our family house. And so it was being built. So my house and I share a birthday. I just said to myself, Andrea, keep May 1974 Scientific American. And when I found it, it is shocking how much, like, nowadays with all computer games and everything, like my son is constantly on, Minecraft and Roblox and all that. But it is shocking how much this cover looks like my mom and dad's house with like a smash up of Minecraft. That is exactly like my dad's he built a rooftop patio, and it's very cubist because my mom and dad got like a really good deal on a piece of property because there was a gas pipeline that ran through the middle of it. So people couldn't just build the typical shoebox houses right across it. They had to build on the side. So he built one, and it, as you go up it had like elements of like a castle and stuff, and it's very, very cool, but it's very cubey and it's just like this. And I thought that's so funny because that is my house and my birthday. So I found some indeedy true treasures last night going through my dad's magazines. So all I can say is if you have a gut instinct to do something, even though it feels silly as you're doing it, persist, because you might find your treasure. I did. Got like a flash in the face or something.